Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Lucid9. I slightly forgot what we were doing and then I remembered. We are here to meet the detective, if I'm correct, at the cafe. Ooh. Look at this place. It looks so dark. It looks like I'm in like a theater. Surprisingly, the place is really decent on the inside. Sophisticated and sleek. The array of elegant furniture is punctuated by the black grand piano along the far wall of the cafe. A delectable smell of butter and sugar drifts from the counter of the shop, where several intricate glass displays boast rows of unique pastries reminiscent of a fairy tale world. Welcome! May I take your order? The cashier greets me with a smile, drawing me to the front counter. Wait a minute, isn't she... Come to think of it, I've never seen where she goes after class ends. Of all people, it would be you. Consider it your lucky day. Just give me your order. Heck, this situation is just too good to pass up. Elizabeth, a cashier? Do you enlighten me? Why would such a wealthy, empowered young woman stoop to making lattes and washing dishes? Well, work experience, obviously. Every successful person comes from humble beginnings. I might believe her, but the way she's averting her eyes is suspicious. So, why didn't your parents just get you some cushy internship at your dream corporation? You know, some people want to earn their success instead of being spoon-fed by their parents. Being spoon-fed is so much easier. I feel like the music is insanely loud. Alright, I think that's better now. I've learned by now that comments like this will tick off Elizabeth more than actual insults. Sure enough, it works. You're insufferable. What's that? I should complain to customer services about an abusive cashier. Just order already. As I lazily glance over the pastry displays, a flicker of motion catches my eyes. It's the girl who always hangs around Elizabeth, an ordinary student settled in the corner, elbow propped on her table, eyes glinting in amusement as she absentmindedly twirls a pencil between her fingers. Her back is slouched, her smile is carefree, but there's something that seems a little odd about her. Elizabeth seems to notice my switch of attention and clears her throat. Are you going to order, or are you going to waste space like always? Oh, give it a moment, Beth. I glance at the book that's lying open-faced on her table, Advanced English Syntax and Grammatical Principles, version 3. That's the same text that I have for English. She must also be a third year, but in a different class. Head tilted slightly, eyebrows raised just barely. I get the impression that she's studying me just as hard as I'm studying her. Who are you? Isn't it courteous to introduce yourself before you demand my identity? As your buddy Lizzie has probably told you, courtesy isn't my strong suit. Oh, then what is? Nothing. Just a bit of friendly advice, Beth, but you may want to watch your step around this one. What makes you say that? Why, he's figured you out. This Alexic? What the heck? What the heck is that word? An unusual reaction from Elizabeth. Bitten lips, fiddling hands, and an anxious shift of the eyes. Odd, I don't recall figuring out anything. Well, Yama, why don't you give Beth a little grace? Her eyes are twinkling at me challengingly, like she knows I don't know, but wants me to figure it out. Why would she do that? Why is she taking Elizabeth's side? But fine, I'll apologize. Just don't tell anyone. Well, now I really have no clue what's going on, but I might as well go along with it. Yeah, why shouldn't I? Oh, she seems at a loss for words. I can't help but grin. You'll pay me? You know I can't. It catches me off guard, but thankfully I'm able to hide my expression just in time. Interesting. She can't pay. That can only mean that she's not as high and mighty as she pretends to be. Maybe her spending is restricted by her parents, or maybe she's legitimately poor. This just gets better and better. So, it's that big of a deal if everyone finds out? Don't even think about it. Yep, definitely not rich. Perfect princess that everyone was led to believe she was. Say pretty please with a cherry on top. Pretty please with a cherry on top? As begging goes, it's subpar, but I decide to let it go. I didn't plan on making her life miserable. It's more of a power thing. With blackmail hanging over her head, she'll finally stop bothering me. I turn from the counter to survey the pastry case. Elizabeth's shoulder drop in relief. The girl at the table loses interest and returns to fiddling with her pencil. You never did tell me your name. Am I obliged to? As you said, it's common courtesy. Now, when did I say I was courteous? She brushes her pencil into her bag and slings it over her shoulder, winking at Elizabeth. I'll see you later, Beth. And Yama, play nice. She floats out of the cafe without another word, shutting the door softly behind her. Come to think of it, how did she know my name? She probably learned it from Elizabeth. Said Elizabeth rings up my order of 3 pastries and a smoothie as I spend a few minutes pondering the strange girl. What's her name? Why do you want to know? Is it really that big of a deal? Elizabeth sighs in clear expiration. Her name is Natsuki Tanaka. Now you can hit on her. Congratulations. I lean over the counter until my face is an inch from hers. What makes you think she's the one I want to hit on? Boy, get out of here! Stop casting over all these girls. Even though that's the point of this game. I already had my eyes laid on your childhood friend, Ryui. That's her name, right? I forgot her name. Oops. Elizabeth glances away, instinctively disturbed by my proximity. Right as I'm about to feel a rush of triumph, I catch a slight scent, country lavender with a hint of vanilla. It's oddly magnetic. I'm suddenly bulldozed by a sensory onslaught. I can see the curl of her long lashes, the gleam of her eyes, every perfectly tapered point of her every hair, the subtle curves of her lips. I stagger backward, fighting against the images in my head. I need to get a hold of myself. This is Elizabeth. She's always been pretty. Why let it mess with me now? In a shaky attempt to cover my slip-up, I shove a bill forward. Keep the change. Elizabeth elegantly plucks the bill from my hand, and before I can process what's happening, she wrapped her fingers around my collar, pulling me forward. Hello? For a few painful seconds, she stays there, her lips an inch away from my jawline. This is unprofessional. Keep what change? You didn't give me enough in the first place. She releases me and I glance at the bill I've handed her. Only 1,000 yen. Crap, she's right. I feel a blush flare at my cheeks as I slide another bill to her. The corners of her mouth pull up just slightly. Careful, wouldn't want everyone to know that you're actually poor, would you? Yeah. She's generally amused as she passes me my order and bustles off to make my smoothie. I hate to admit it, but she doesn't look bad when she smiles. Nah, fam, I still don't like Elizabeth. Not changing my mind. Ugh. Get a grip, Yama. Yeah, get a grip, Yama. This is the Elizabeth who hounded you all last year. And this year. The Elizabeth who keeps butting into things that aren't her business. The Elizabeth who believes that everything is in her control. That Elizabeth. Back to my senses, I select a butter croissant and throw the other 2 pastries in my backpack. There's not much to do, so I follow Elizabeth to the blender. Aren't I here for the detective? Where's the detective? Apparently she's recovered because her face is set to its default disapproving scowl. What are you doing? Eating a croissant? Stop staring! You know, your workstation has windows for a reason. And that reason is not for you to stare at me like a pervert. What about an admiring fanboy? Blimey, you're insufferable. I can't help but chuckle as a tinge of English leaks through her accent. So, are you actually from England? Why are you asking me all these questions? I'm bored and you're taking a long time to make my smoothie. Maybe I wouldn't take so long if you would stop distracting me. Maybe you need to learn how to actually focus. She helpfully slams the lid down and the blender and starts it up. The roar of the machine blares the sound between us. Oh dear me! I would like some tea and crumpets! Elizabeth's shoulder tightens in clear annoyance. Tally ho, sport! What say you to some fish and chips? The blender... Why is Yama so rude? Picks up speed until it begins to whine. The weather is positively ghastly today, is it not? Then the blender stops. Elizabeth wordlessly pours the mixture into a cup and caps it, handing it over the window. Firstly, I was born and raised in Japan, just like everyone else. Secondly, just because you're not bilingual doesn't mean you have to mock people who are. She tears a wrapper off the end of a straw and sticks it roughly into the smoothie. Have a nice day. Come again. With that, she strides in the back room, leaving me by myself. I actually feel uneasy as I settle into a corner. I'd expected Elizabeth to lash out at me, just like every other time. But she was calm, honest, even if clearly annoyed. Is her heritage a weak spot? Did I bring up something that should have been left alone? Furthermore, why am I letting it bother me? She's never showed me mercy. Not on the days where I just wanted to be left alone. The days where life almost wasn't worth it. Shouldn't I do the same? As I bite into my croissant, hoping to distract myself with its taste, the door of the cafe swings open. Ah, there she is, the woman of the hour. Shigeru storms in, the tiny manifestation of fury as she clutches her phone against her ear, barking into its mouthpiece. As I previously explicated, the situation now merits further scrutiny. Have you compiled the informative analysis of the extractions methods? Your errant incompetence disgusts me. Trust that you shall be receiving a visitation. I can't talk. From your supervising officer within the next 24 hours. Good day. She angrily shuts her phone and stuffs it into her pocket. Only then do her eyes land on me. Ah, Ishiyama. At last, someone with a manageable quantity of incompetence. Nice to see you too, I guess. Show me the receipt of your purchase. Purchase? For your pastries. I almost asked her why, but decided to just shut up and give her the receipt. She promptly marches to the counter, taps her wallet against the card receiver, and marches back with 1,300 yen in change. She slides to my side of the table with an expectant look. You need me to buy coffee for you? This is reimbursement. As your superior, I am treating you for this meeting. Oh, thanks. I'm honestly surprised. She came across as the type of person to make me pay for both of us, actually. Now, regarding tonight's mission. Mission? Indeed, one of my sign-in colleagues mislaid a pivotal dossier within the 6th district of Izamu. The 6th out of 9 districts, also known as the District of Drugs, Gangs, and General Mayhem, where little children ought not to go. I think I know where this is headed. Your assignment is to retrieve it. Tonight. Yeah, I saw that one coming. And why would I do this? The better inquiry is what abhorrent? Yeah, consequence shall I befall you if you do not? That stalls me for a moment, but I managed to think up a passable reply. Clearly nothing too terrible, since you need me to get it for you instead of going yourself. Funnily enough, instead of lashing out at this remark, Shigeru only seems impressed. Perhaps you'll pass after all. Pass? The dossier's whereabouts are currently being established. I shall contact you with additional instructions at a later time. I didn't even say I would do this. I doubt that availability is an issue. How does she... No, I'm not even gonna ask. Not having a schedule conflict doesn't mean that I'll take it. Then consider it your municipal burden. But I never agreed to... Do you not wish to be something? To be someone extraordinary? To do something significant with your inconsequential existence? Then it is settled. Stay in touch. She abruptly tilts her cap and storms out of the cafe, leaving me stunned in silence. The hell am I supposed to do? Am I smuggling drugs or something? I return to my apartment feeling an unusual kinship with on-call military personnel. At this moment, everything is peaceful and quiet to the point of boredom. But the more I wait, the antsier I get. Like a ball of energy is tangled up inside me. I'd almost like to just go and get it over with, but District 6 is huge. There's no way I could find it without at least some general guidelines. I'd be going to the sketchiest area of the city with no backup, no support, no health insurance. Heck, this is probably illegal for Shigeru to do. Whatever. It'll be interesting and helpful, apparently. Since I have some free time right now, maybe I should text a friend or watch Governmaker. I don't care for Governmaker because I don't care for that girl. So text a friend. Who should I text? Really? Of course? Yama Ishimoto. Hey, really? Just your average girl. If you need my help for anything, just ask. How did the talk with Miki go? Yo! I talked to Akira about that little stunt today. I ain't carrying you no more, woman. Really? How do you say that? Really? Oh my god, stop! I'm studying for a test tomorrow! So needy! Studying? Test? Yes, because some of us can't get away with just skimming the book. You sound stressed. I presume the discussion with Mickey didn't go well. Yeah, pretty much. You know how she can get. Stubborn? Yeah, sure. Well, oh, sorry about the ankle accident earlier. It was all Akira's idea. I plead innocence. You still went along with it, you know. Shush, child. And why am I like, he's so proper with his texting and she isn't? And what about Mickey? Are you just gonna keep things this way? Why do you keep taking her side? Shouldn't you be angrier than I am? I think of it as a reverse. I'm not angry, so you shouldn't be, right? This feels like a bad breakup scenario. You understand her explanations and forgive her really quickly, but I don't trust her. How can I be close with someone I can't trust? But doesn't she have a good reason? I'm sorry, Emma, but I don't really want to talk about this right now. I'm in a bad mood from talking with Mizaki earlier, and I have studying, and I don't want to make you feel like you need to fix this. It's something Mizaki and I need to fix ourselves. Okay, but will you? Fix it, I mean. Night, Ryui. I lounge against the sofa and stare into the ceiling, flipping my phone idly in my hands. I should study or cook or clean or do something productive. It all sounds so painful. I'll just sit here for a moment. Sit here and do nothing. I suck. Oh, I got a message? Hello? Where do I get text from? Oh, Divine Master. This is the address. I've appended directions that a toddler could follow. Rested in the knowledge that if you miraculously manage to lose your way, you'll possess an intellect inferior to a toddler. Or perhaps that is already the case. Should I just go now? It's not like I have anything better to do. Alright, here we go. And setting up early might give me some crucial information or something. Who knows? I throw on a jacket before I stride out the door, the cold night air cutting into my face. This part of Isamu is a much less friendly one, especially at this hour of night. When you don't look, shadows that shift, lights that gleam, smiles that shine somewhere in the darkness. When you do, only stillness, as if nothing odd is happening. Shady lights, dubious advertisements, a smattering of very unfriendly folk on every street corner. I probably should have just stayed home. Then I could have studied. Or well, wasted more time, I guess. Anything is referral to being murdered in the district with the highest crime rate. Thanks a lot, Shigiri. Consider my contribution to the furtherance of society. Gee, you're really comforting. If you're in a quest of comfort, I suggest you procure a plush creature of some kind, child. I'm not sure whether I should be proud or disturbed by the fact that I can perfectly emulate her. Woohoo! No thank you! What the hell was that? That was a girl. I catch a light syncopation. A tidy footsteps, and despite every instinct railing against me, I follow them around the corner. No one is in the area of Isamu at night. No one except the Yakuza, a crazy murderer, or maybe a different criminal. The question is, why am I willingly tailing someone who could kill me as easily as I could break a toothpick? I really need to reevaluate my life priority. Who are you? Jeez, my heart. Poor subscriber ears. I wildly stagger to my feet, ready to meet my attacker with... Wait. Jesus, chick, what are you walking around for? To say the least, the girl... I don't like how there's a music box sounding in the middle of the night. I love music boxes and everything, but... not at night. To say the least, the girl before me is definitely not a threat. She's almost 2 heads shorter than me, small and skinny, with large blank eyes fixed on my own. Her pale skin, pointed chin, and unbending posture reminded me of a fragile doll. Furthermore, she's an academy student. What would someone like her be doing at this time of night? Sorry. I extend a hand to her. No! Her voice is light, wispy, like the word was pulled out of her mouth rather than spoken out of her own violation. Oh, what? She only silently stares into the distance. Okay. The more I examine her, the more mysterious that girl becomes. She appears dainty, thin frame, lacy hair accessories, full cheeks with big doe eyes, tiny feet. But her voice is monotone, her words are few, her gaze is dead, and she's walking fearlessly around the part of Isamu where no girl should be alone. Are you lost? No. Even her reactions are unusual. For once, I have no idea what could possibly be going on in her head. This isn't really a safe area. Yet you're here. 3 words, the most she's spoken thus far. I'm not as weak, frail. She might consider that insulting. Tired as you. You crashed into me. I didn't. What? You crashed into me. She states this flatly, as if it's the absolute truth that no other alternative is acceptable. Right. It dawns on me that her complete lack of fear in this district of the city should be suspicious. She's tiny. Shouldn't she be terrified? Are you heading back to school? No? Well, I was gonna offer to escort her, but where are you going? Are you going anywhere? It's like speaking to a brick wall. Do you need any help? She completely ignores my hand as she glides to her feet, idly brushing her skirt. Really, what is going on? I'll take that as a no. She glances around, not secretively, not even wordly, almost mechanically. Then, without a word, she walks away, disappearing back around the corner. That was strange. Although I'm not sure the word strange can even quantify just how utterly strange that encounter was. Regardless, she's gone, and I've got my own business to see to. And this is where we're going to stop for today's episode. That was really weird. I don't know who that girl was and what she was doing in this pitch dark alley here. And the musical box played for her. Not down for that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.